Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're underway.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very...
Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due.
And Messi! Messi! From another planet! He's got himself an absolute peach. 2, and we've barely begun here. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Incoming delivery. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Mbappe! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que no está permitido llevarse a casa los balones que vayan a parar a la grada.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Toure is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Zola. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Zola! Gianfranco Zola! Sheer football poetry!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pullet has it out wide and in space. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Toure with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove...
Great chance! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Alessandro Del Piero!
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Real chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Del Piero. Here's a chance! Now, can they get him away? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good-looking ball. Mbappe! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Conte, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Where it came from, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Messi. And a chance! That's going to go a long way. Yaya Toure. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That has been cut short. And it's Thiago. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's there to get it away. Mbappe looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. So we're still where we started right now. And here's Mbappe, and this is Thiago. Great, and the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this is Del Piero. De Gea claims comfortably.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Conte. Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Yaya Toure, and Yaya Toure! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target. Del Piero stood his ground strongly. Del Piero. Good chance here! It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And we have our very first corner. Zola plays it short. That's good play. Chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Can he get it through? And this is Yaya Toure. Aimed beyond the defence. Nicely shaped ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Casemiro is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Messi, he's picked his way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. It's played through for him. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Del Piero. Del Piero going forward. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to play it through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Played out wide. Del Piero. That's the end of the first 45. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So we're off again. So neither side has yet broken through.
Suarez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Thiago has it out wide and in space. Oh, sweet feet. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Conte. And here's Mbappe. And this is Thiago. Takes a shot! And he's heaved it away. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. And it's Messi. Pele, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Neatly clipped into space. He is through here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Sola! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
They continue each to cancel the other out. Now it's Neymar. He's found the way through. Shot could be on. Almost an hour gone. And this is Yaya Toure. Toure gets it clear. Toure really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 13, camisa 23, camisa 10.
Del Piero. And still we await the first breakthrough.
Camisa 6.
Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Looking for a runner. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking to play him in. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Del Piero. More and more pressure on the ball here. Looking for options for movement. Good read, needed to be.
Brazil couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Corner it is.
Teremos uma substituição.
So here comes the substitution. Kvaratskhelia coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for. Bale! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And the pass is intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bale. Thinks about the shot. There's the shot! Nearly, but not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Cross from Zola.
Well played and well cleared.
He'll try from distance! But he's left disappointed.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
That has not gone well. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Threads one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Teremos 3 minutos de
It's a
acréscimo.
searching pass. Oh, that's clever. Rijkaard. Deep into stoppage time. Yaya Toure gives no quarter whatsoever. Del Piero has the space to scheme. Del Piero! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Del Piero certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Oh, this is a Hollywood or bus corner. The final whistle is up next.
Para a entrada do jogador, camisa 8.
Del Piero with the short one. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with waste. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Ekitike. Can he get it through? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's a sharp little ball here. Solar. Stojkovic. Ekitike. It's played through for him. He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! Pullet getting this one clear. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, this looks sharp. Look at the space here. Stojkovic! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's done it! The first significant strike. Ekitike duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So, a breakthrough already. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Takes a shot! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Stojkovic. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, what a ball!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Shoots! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Zurich clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Del Piero. And here's Stojkovic.
Such good technique.
Now there's and Del Piero! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Del Piero certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Now that looks a decent ball. Just eases him off the ball. Played into space. Pepe cuts out the pass. Guendouzi conjures time and space where few can. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in. Howson does really well to win the ball there.
Zurich really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Rijkaard. Kimmich. And he's in on Gendouzi! Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now Howson. Del Piero, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Del Piero! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. And it's Kimmich. Aimed beyond the defence.
There will be 1 minute
Calafiori
added time.
got a long way forward to join the attack. Zola. That's it, 45 minutes up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Brazil really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So straight into the second half. And there's the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. And it's Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Baresi goes sliding in. Del Piero. Del Piero scooting forward. Lovely bit of skill. Del Piero has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Del Piero is eyeing up his options in the middle. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Getting up there! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yaya Toure clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Del Piero! Kimmich, well seen, saw that coming, and he's intervened well there. Rijkaard, well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Knocks it into space. Calafiori picks it up out wide. Toure deals with that comfortably. Del Piero.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Del Piero.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Gendouzi. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Stojkovic.
Looking for options for movement. In with the challenge.
Number 11, Del Piero.
That is headed for the middle. Clear chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Number 21, Diego Forlan.
Played out to the left flank. Tries to play it through. That has ended up in no man's land. Del Piero.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi going face to face with his great rival. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Guendouzi. And here's Messi. He is through here. Fermin. There's the shot! Now, who tries one from range? Another one of football's and how moments.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Substitution on the field. Number
Well,
21.
height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Coming on to replace him is...
And he gets rid in a hurry.
19,
Zurich really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's managed to get free. Now it's Lopez. Guendouzi. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Baresi does well to get it back. Pass somewhat off target. Gerrard. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Big chance! And he hits the net. Into the lead once more.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
After 83 minutes is number 17.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Substitutions taking place.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Brazil have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Guendouzi, Messi. Zola finding himself in space. Can he finish? Oh, it rattles the bar. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. But that has not gone well.
4 added minutes has been
He's done
indicated.
very well to take that back. Zola. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Oh, nice touch. Gerrard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Looking for the run. Best. Good read, needed to... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
The very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Akanji spots it and intercepts. And there's green grass ahead of him. Messi. Zico. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Robson. And it's Zico. Xavi Alonso for Messi. Out towards the flank. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Liverpool with the corner, they're first. And that should get the job done. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That has been cut short.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Stam producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And this is Batistuta. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball. Can he finish? And he's done it! And we have liftoff! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Liverpool are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And this is Batistuta. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's Bebeto. Bebeto unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Xavi Alonso.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's picked his way through. Plays it in. Decent chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Robson. Zico. And this is Bebeto. That's the keeper's ball. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. That's been cut out, well played. Messi. Zico has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And this is Beckham. Beckham with the cross.
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now it's Messi. That looks a good ball through. And he's definitely onside. Zico! And a neat finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Liverpool are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Xavi Alonso. And it's Messi.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's had a shot! And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 9. Camisa 7.
So we're off again.
Deixando o campo.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Brazil come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Liverpool clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Bebeto. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe. Now it's Del Piero. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! And that's a tiny finish. Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And very quickly, he's been caught on it here. Great chance! And he hits the net. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Liverpool go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Well, no, that was never going to make it. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And Zola looking sharp there.
OK, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Xavi Alonso. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Ambitious ball here. He's had a shot! And it's in! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Brazil cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally...
Takes a shot! And there's a goal! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Gets a good foot in there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that was very necessary. Alonso, passing is crisp and sharp, and that pass just didn't quite work. Robson. Can he finish? And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played out wide. And here's Batistuta. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. That's a cute ball. That has not gone well. Xavi Alonso. Messi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, it's Batistuta. The final 5 minutes. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Zico. And he's picked out the run. And a chance! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Zico, looking for the run. He's through here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Brazil are down to 10 men. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Great vision. And he welcomes it in. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that is that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Madrid have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run.
And there's the shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Del Piero really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And this is... It goes for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Let's Seedorf, forced to go back. And now they can spring out of defence. Threads one in.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, look at the space here. Chance, surely! And he's there to clear it. That has been slung wide. Now that's well seen too. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's quick to return it. Oh, shooting chance! Deftly away. Not where it came from. Oh, that's superb. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Pirlo. And he's in on goal. It's Asa! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Played towards the front line. He won't be happy with that one. Pull it. Pull it! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Aimed beyond the defence. What a throw in. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's with the keeper. And it's Yaya Toure. Nice bit of trick. He's having a pop! Del Piero with the short one. Oh, that was vital. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And no, he's seen through all of that. Pirlo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. And Del Piero! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Played into space. He's had it taken off him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that pass surprised everyone and not in a good way. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Into the channel.
That's positional gold.
Decent chance! Caught offside that time. Ibrahimovic engages and forces him off the ball. Played out to the left flank. It's a pretty loose pass. Gabriel. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, no question, that's a foul. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Nice control. Sola! Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Brazil couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And he's had it nicked away. That ball looks a good one. Great ball, and he's in, and he shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Messi! Genius!
Well, we had a feeling, Peter, that he would show up sometime, but not in such spectacular style. I can tell you it certainly made one man's job a lot easier in this half-time break.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Tries a shot! Off the post!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And this is Hazard. And Hullet! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Hakimi gets over and intercepts. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Brazil with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And they get things going again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
He's gone for goal! Well, now it's a race, and it's come back out to him. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Hazard picks it up out wide. Tries one from range. Against the crossbar. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Not the most accurate pass, and he was quick to react. Now, can they get him away? Madrid do have a chance to counter here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Big chance! And that's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
En el minuto 56.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Madrid restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so...
And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cruyff is offering a right smile there.
Madrid have their second corner now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Brazil are looking to go forward now. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Madrid really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking to play him in. It's a foul. It could be a penalty. Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. So, to pass or to shoot? That is his question. That's a fine save.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Looking for the run. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gullit. Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, it all looks so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Gullit. And he's quick to return it. And this is Cruyff. And the shot! And a neat finish! And the comeback is complete! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And yes, it's him again. Madrid have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 13.
Madrid have opted to make another change here. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Brazil really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's a decent clearance. And it's Sneijder. He's looking wide.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. That
pass has been... Cruyff! And that really should have been that.
Cruyff has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So he's plotting something before playing it in. No, not quite.
He has a livelier imagination than I thought. The angle just wasn't quite there.
And smartly reclaimed. And he's picked it up out wide. He's got away. Good chance here. Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's picked his way through. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Del Piero has it in a wide position.
That's going in strongly.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Cristiano Ronaldo, with a reputation for taking on any shot. Now it's Snyder. It's gone backwards.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Seedorf. And this is Ronaldinho. Pull it. That's a cute ball. Hakimi cuts it out.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
He's having a shot! Oh, it's hit the post. That's that, the end. Brazil illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with.